Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to Suji Reacts, and this is The Looting Has Begun. Okay, that are three clips, the latest clips from asmongold channel. Okay, why am I watching asmongold? Because I'm guessing this is the where I get my update. I don't know. Yeah, okay, I get it. Like, everybody's biased. I get it. This LA thing is also somewhat warped. It's implied. Like, sometimes comments in my videos surprises me. It is implied that this is somewhat biased. It is implied all coverage are biased. I full well know when I comment on things, I'm realizing like that might be exaggerated, and that is how I'm commenting. But it's exaggerated. It's not like, oh, there's nothing there. It is there, but it might be exaggerated. So I realized that in LA, riots are happening, but it's not happening everywhere. Right? Some places. I realize there are extreme amount of people. Yeah, there are some people, even amongst the people who are protesting, who are more violent. I realize news are covering the things that are being destroyed more than anything else. I'm realizing all that full well. But the point here is optics matters. That is my point here. Like, people are saying like, oh, why are you buying all this? I'm not buying anything. I'm saying optics matters. That is how politics works. Optics matters. So when you destroy things, burn things, that might as well be the reality. Because that's how world is going to see that shit. Right? I realize that Trump basically developing Marines might be a bit too much. But then again, who the fuck knows, right? Everything people have been saying, like defending what is happening, is like, oh, this is not that bad. Oh, this is just what happens. Oh, like this happens when NFL wins something. Like some team in LA wins something, people destroy more things. So, is that commendable? What the fuck you... What about this? Oh, it's not that bad. Right? Like, it's always like... I remember watching like John Oliver's skit on like a trans athlete. They're like, why is this an issue? This like this will affect very few people. It's like, really? Did you just say that? Is that how we are functioning now? Like, is that the defense now? Oh, it's not going to affect that many, so who cares? So screw the people, screw the small people, minorities, like screw them. Is that what your point is? What is your point? That's not how things work. That's not how you create precedents. Even if it affects few people, if it's bad, it's bad. You need to recognize that, because in future it might affect more people. That's what you need to cover. So this similar shit. Yes, this is not that big, but it's still there. It's still an issue. It's still about, like, when it comes to black and white, it is either you uphold the law or you don't. I realize there's more complexity there, but you also need to see it in somewhat black and white. Seeing things in too much complexity, sometimes, oh, it's too complex, we can't do anything about it. People just, put up their hands. I realized for 20 plus years, people have let go of this. Like, ICE didn't do nothing. Illegal immigrants have been staying here for 20 years. You didn't do anything for 20 years. Now suddenly hammers coming down. That's not really fair to people. Like, you should have done that before. You can ask somebody to give that 20-year life to the country, even if they're illegal, and then drop the hammer. You should have done that before. I realize that as well. In the end of the day, it's still law. Like, you need more complexity. You need to do more things. You need to go through political channels. That's all I'm saying. So don't comment down like, oh, you don't understand this. Or this is my country. I always love those comments. This is my country. You don't understand shit. Okay, so only way I can understand a concept is if I'm living there. Otherwise, I don't understand anything. Right? Is that how it is? And I love how, like, Americans can comment on anything that's happening on the globe scale, but nobody else can comment on whatever's happening in America. Oh, it's not third world country level shit what's happening there. Shut up about it. Is that what it is? That's always fun. This is all fine.
I'm going to be honest. I think they're too gentle. I do. Yesterday, obviously, and this is not third world country level shit. Yeah, people are like, oh, look at that India, Pakistan is going. Oh, look at that India. Always there's like insert racist joke here. Whenever something else is happening somewhere else, right? Whenever that shit is happening, look at it's Venezuela. Oh, look at that is India, Pakistan thing. But when it's happening in USA, don't talk about it. Oh, it's not as bad as you think. This is not third world country level shit, really. is, again, PvP server behavior. Oh, good. Good job, guys.
Peaceful.
Yeah,
very
point.
peaceful.
I wonder if they looted any of the bookstores. I got a feeling they might have forgotten about Barnes & Noble.
Yeah, they probably did. Limited edition comics, probably.
But what? Guys, we gotta go. Wait. go? The cops are already there. They actually got locked in.
I'm sorry. Trump is not completely bad. You need National Guard. Maybe Marines are too much. You need National Guards. Come on. If you say, oh, this is not that bad, like really look at yourself in the mirror. Like, are you biased now? Seriously. Maybe it's exaggerated, but it's still there. This shit is not normal, man. How do you say shit like this happens in India? People are like, oh, what the fuck? This is happening? That's India. You need to be better than India if you're going to be the world's leading democracy. You really need to ask this. Like, if this shit happens in India, people are like, oh, fuck, looting is happening. There are like riots like that. Oh, this is a problem. If Indian could say that about India, you need to think like, okay, this is America. This is definitely a problem now. That's all I'm saying.
Goof boys. Oh, got him. Look at him. They gotta get these boys under control, bro. Like, damn. Getting away. They're all getting away. What's this here? A pipe bomb. That's great. It's a peaceful... Guys, these are pipe bombs of peace. What are you guys, not like protesting? Call them peace bombs. Yeah, peace bombs.
If this shit happened in India, Modi government would basically put martial law there, put guards there, even military there, and every single person on the country, every news coverage, every people, when you talk to them, would be like, yeah, this seems about right. They should. I'm glad Modi did that because this shit is unacceptable. That would be the response in India. Everyone's response would be that. But in America, it's decisive, like divisive, not decisive, divisive. Oh, but Jimmy Kimmel, I just saw that clip on that. Like Jimmy Kimmel, like, oh, Trump is this and that. Okay, you're right about all that shit. But you show like outside of your like, like your studio, look at everything's fine. Everybody's walking around. Okay, only quarter of your city is burning. Is that fine? Is that what you're saying? If 70% is fine, other 30% doesn't matter. Is that what you're saying? This shit is fine if it's happening in some small places. Is that what you're saying? What is even your point, man?
Security guard.
Dude. Oh my god. This sure is making a really good case for illegal.
People are not even covering their faces. They're laughing and trying to break into the shop and doing the crime as a crime can be. Looting. When you make a list of crimes, one of the most on the face crime is looting. Everything goes up and down. Like more heinous one is like pretty effed up one. I can't even say on YouTube. Pretty mild one is just like, like some silent type, like not blatant crimes. Blatant is literally walking inside and looting shit just because you are in mass. There are a lot of people there. So you're like, oh, I'm going to be fine since I have 100 people with me. It's just like, okay, I guess it's not a crime if more people are doing it. Look at their faces. They're laughing. Break up the one. I want to loot everything. Really? You know what fucked up thing about this is? This wouldn't happen in China because if it did, Xi Jinping would basically throw military there. Now you'd say that's authoritarian, but I would say in small context, people are trying to loot shit and government actually clamps down immediately. Is China bad in this concept or are you bad? Is freedom mean not defending anything and just let anything happen so that's freedom? Is Wild West the freedom? Is that what you're saying?
Immigration and California's policies. Yeah, this is a great case. But
this is another clip called He's Lost His Effing Mind. XQC? I think that's him, right? XQC? I don't know. What is his name? I'm forgetting. It's probably XQC.
a lot of people.
So I'm reacting to a react. Okay, first anybody comment, oh, this is ridiculous. You are reacting to react. This time, get it right. I'm reacting to a reaction of a reaction. It's like Inception level shit here.
worry about property damage for the sake of property damage. You know?
Why is it so hard to just say that setting a car on fire is bad?
What do you think he would post on Twitter if he came back to his Porsche on fire?
My man, even excuse is like, yeah.
Exactly.
This is the core of most of the luxury beliefs that fuel these protests. These people never
If somebody stole his iPhone and ran away, he'll cry like a bitch, let alone his Porsche.
have to live with the consequences of their own suicidal empathy.
There's good stuff happening on the protest side always. You
Who the fuck is this?
only see the looting of
What is this like? How many years back this is?
Target. You don't see the redistribution of the goods that they took from Target back to the community.
Even if someone were to burn my fucking leased car, like I still have insurance.
He's such a child that he makes a point, then immediately realize, okay, how about self-preservation? Oh, I'll be fine because there's insurance and it's a lease. He just basically says something. He's trying to make a point, but he's making opposite point, implying that if it were his own car without insurance, he'd be mad. That's what he's implying there.
It's okay because it's not my car and somebody else has to pay for it.
What a moron.
Well, I mean, look, at least he's being honest, right?
That's a far more preferable outcome. That's what I'm saying.
If somebody
Why would you want things to be destroyed? Your economy, $30 trillion economy, depends on everything that happens there. Even the destruction of property affects that shit. Not to mention stocks goes up and down if you do this shit. You're hurting your country. If you have internal issues, you can do that in a more peaceful way. Destroying property means, oh my God, they destroy the property, so let's listen to them. Is that what America's going to do? Because America's not that broke ass. Even if you destroy a lot of things, someone like Trump could say, okay, we'll weather that, but now I'm pissed. You're not helping your cause.
was at Hassan's house or on Hassan's property and Hassan didn't want him there, Hassan would be calling the police to have them get removed. For whatever reason, obviously this isn't something that a country can do, only Hassan can do this. It's okay if his car gets burned down because it's not his car, he's only leasing it, and also he has insurance that's going to pay for it anyway. And this is the reason why it's okay to set cars
For
on
their
fire.
livelihood.
This is our
Okay, he has Porsche. Okay, he doesn't like fascist and calling people Nazis, but somehow still want to ride around Porsche. Like, okay, I don't want to say anything. I guess he doesn't know history of anything. Things are getting crazy. Okay? What? It's literally 20 minutes old video. It's like I like how Asmon post is around the same time when I'm basically recording. This is literally 20 minutes old.
This looks like the real life version of that Concord character.
This is our city, and this was
There's a leaf blower. What the fuck is
Mexico. You can't kick us out of the land that was ours. Donald.
Is that leaf blower? She gonna blow people? What the fuck is even that?
Trump. Fascism. Let our people free.
It's good thing that she got her hand closed.
Okay, fascism. Let's get some certain key words there. Fascism. Call now someone Nazi. Why not? Just like throw the water everything, water down everything, right? I forget somebody's name, but he was like a big, like psychologist and a historian. But basically, he had both things, and he said like the worst thing the people are doing right now is water down the word fascism and Nazi and Hitler. Right? This is the thing people are doing. They're watering down. If you hear something so much, your brain automatically processes that as it's like not that big of a deal because you're hearing it so much. You won't even realize your brain is doing that. So there will be a time where people will forget how fucked up World War II was because of this shit. People will associate smaller shit with them. Like they were just small as this, rather than how fucked up they were. This is how bad things are getting. This is what happens when you give power to children who never learned anything. Children who just basically says, who need education? I'm fine with working at McDonald's. I'm going to make burgers. I make enough money that I'm going to buy iPhone. I'm going to buy everything. And yeah, I'm going to live in rent because it's like houses are too costly anyway. Who wants to worry about buying a house? And then you worry about you have a problem there. Really? You don't want to study anything. You're going to cry about immigration. The biggest reason immigration is so big because none of you want to study anymore. People from outside of your country comes there with PhDs and actually does something. Look at CEO of Google, Indian. CEO of many other places, like some other guy that is not American. Why? Because already who needs any education? What did education ever did for me? Really?
What's the wind blower for?
Just for the fucking tear gas to blow it back at those motherfuckers. If you have fucking blood.
What the what is this? Is he gonna play like Payday 2 with like suit and look at that?
Blower, bring it on! Push him back! We will not do 1992 again with your fucking tanks! I was 12 then! I'm 44 now! You! Major Bass! If you can hear
He's wearing sweatpants with his tights. What the fuck? Like, okay, sure.
me, expect
She doesn't even know it's mayor. Like, not what do you major? What the fuck is this?
If you could say something to Donald Trump right now, what would you say?
Donald Trump!
Asshole is just like, I'm gonna light a match. Okay, I know a word. Trump, go off now.
You can suck my left nut, you can get out of my fucking drawer! You're just Mecca Salma Hayek when it give you the time of day, bitch. And because Claudia Sheinbaum make you look like a fucking loser!
Is it? That's the that's the Mexican president. So that's crazy. What are the odds, huh? Concord. Yeah, she's got major Concord energy, huh? Oh my.
Yeah, Concord. There you go. Yeah, a lot of time I see people angry is usually projection of their shitty life. So yeah, this is just telling, isn't it? At least he's burning energy while walking around screaming. So there is that. I don't know. I don't know what to say. This is just like I said before. People are like, oh, I'm gonna unsubscribe. You never was subscribed in the first place. Let's get this straight. And I don't give a rat's ass. Like, if you've seen how many views I get, you really think I care about that much? Like, if you don't like what I say, like, you shouldn't have been subscribed in the first fucking place. So I don't care. And I'm not a pro Trump or pro anything. How many times do I have to say that? I'm an Indian. I don't give a fuck. And I'm mostly left wing. Like, I like what Bernie Sanders have to say. I like that safety net element. And that's where I am. Everything else is just common sense after that. And I like to say I'm fairly educated. I have a like decent degree. I have a good enough job. I have really good knowledge of science in general. If you anybody have been watching my channel, you know that shit. And yeah, my common sense is just like good enough. If you think like, oh, wait a minute, like this guy, everything this guy says is just wrong. Look yourself in the mirror. Read a few books. Consume knowledge from everywhere and then come to conclusion like how in a bubble you were, because it's just fucked up. People's comment really surprising because I always assume like, oh come on, nobody like that exists. Comments basically makes me think like, yeah, there's too many of you there. It's just insane how much of a bubble you are. All right, I'll see you next time.